Hey guys, back again. So we're looking out at the most amazing view of Yerevan, and Tom is just making his way to the top now, and he is yet to turn around. So let's film his reaction.
Yet to take a breath, which is why I'm exhausted. But this is what it's all worth. Wow! That's incredible. That's actually an amazing view.
It's beautiful. I think it's time to say, and this is why,
this is why
you should spend your summer in Armenia.
Yeah, not Georgia.
Woo!
Wow. Damn, that is amazing.
Previously on Backpacking Around.
These really typical things in this sort of area of the world.
With the leg room, fine. But if they put this thing down, it's going to be a long journey for me.
Oh wow, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a bit of a sort of like a stately home type thing.
Yeah.
If I tell you my wish, you won't come true with it.
Can we see the inside? If you tear it apart. Yeah.
Walnuts are in there.
Almost horizontal though. Hello everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Elliot has rather kindly prepared some interesting.
Well, some may find them interesting, others boring, but I'm going to tell them anyway. So, the population of Armenia is 2.1 million. The population of Yerevan is 1 million, so pretty much half the population live in Yerevan. And then the average monthly salary for a person who lives in Armenia is $320 US. So you get the idea, it's a pretty poor country.
Okay. And can I pay the 1,000 now? Hey guys, so we've made it to the Liberty Square here in Yerevan. First impressions are, whoa, it's huge! Like this massive roundabout, but then you've got these massive buildings down the sides, all sort of so cleanly cut in the bricks, but it's really impressive. It reminds me a lot of Sofia, which is where I live, in these sort of old communist-y impressive structures, big buildings and all of that jazz.
You can have this feeling anytime you choose.
So yes, one of the weird things that happens when you travel is you just see something and you're like, this seems out of the ordinary and a bit of fun. So we just stopped for a smoothie and a little coffee, and they set up a table tennis table. And so we decided to play table tennis. It was 300 dram, so it's 300 dram for 10 minutes. So it's about 50 pence, about 60 euro cents. Oh, that is 1-0.
So we just had an intense game of table tennis.
3 games.
3 games, 1 win apiece. But due to goal difference, the big mighty champion was Bulgaria.
Yes!
Who has now won 500 Armenian dram.
Oh, is that what we paid for?
It is now.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Why did I say that?
Having worked up a bit of a sweat, we wanted to cool down by the refreshing water features of Yerevan's anniversary park.
Didn't take long for our inner children to come out and play in the water fountain.
You're drenched.
Oh, I'm fucking soaked, yeah. You needed a shower.
You are?
It's refreshing.
Yeah.
One tip, always bring a spare pair of clothes when you're going to do this sort of thing.
Well, no need to shower.
No. Once we had dried off, we got some delicious food at 12 Tables, a must-go if you're in Yerevan.
By then, we were only a few steps from Freedom Square.
It's very nice. It'd be nice to eat here actually. Nice and chilled out. Yeah, very pleasant. Just got a lovely smoothie, banana and strawberry and raspberry for 500 lari, which is about €1. So.
Lari?
What's the currency here?
Dram.
Dram. 500 dram, €1. Happy days. The pristine Swan Lake looked as tempting as the earlier fountains, but we didn't want to disturb the serenity this time.
So this is the Cascade Complex, which, when you look at the photos of Yerevan, this is the place which everyone sort of takes Instagram pictures of. It seems to be the most sort of well-known part of Yerevan, and there's loads of pieces of like sculptural art here. There's this huge staircase which goes up, and I believe there's a museum inside. It's really impressive. It's a really nice sort of garden area. There seems to be a lot of people chilling out.
Artwork at the bottom was really cool. Take a look at our Instagram page at backpacking.around to see all of our favourite pictures.
From way down and far away, it doesn't actually look that bad. But it's quite bad when you start climbing up it. We are hoping for some fantastic views. Yeah, so it's quite beautiful. It's not really what people, when people think of Armenia, I don't think they think of this.
No, it's very South American-esque.
Yeah, these long stairs. I see Dom is already having a look. I'm not going to, you can see it behind me. There you go. That's what is right behind me. But I am not looking. I'm not turning around. I am in this for the end game, for the final viewpoint. You know, you work hard and then you get your reward at the end. That's going to be that amazing view. The best thing about this is it is completely free, which means for the budget traveler like you and me, this is perfect.
View was certainly worth it, with Mount Ararat gazing at us in the distance. So you can see the whole region here is very developed and modernized, but if you do take a look out to that side of the city and further down beyond, it is like stepping back in time because it looks quite run down and poor. Dom is shading.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that. It's very hot.
But we were not done for the day. We returned to the Republic Square for one of our favourite budget-friendly activities, a free walking tour.
And you know, 25 years ago, it was kind of Armenians living here. There was Georgian people, especially Azeris living here.
Hey guys, so good morning. Hey! Hello. Hi Don. Hi. We've changed hostels. The place we were at before, we weren't so happy with the beds. They were really firm. It smelt a bit funny. So yeah, we've changed hostels. We're at this new place. This is called Vagari Hostel or Vagari, I don't know, but
Fantastic hostel.
yeah, we really love it. Lily, the owner, is full of energy. We've had a lazy morning. We're gonna go have lunch now at a restaurant that was recommended to us, and then we are gonna hit some museums up. These guys are gonna get a haircut because look at this. This is really long hair. He really needs a haircut. And we're just gonna have a nice day, really chilled out, really relaxed. Little budget travel tip for you. some cities in the world, not every city unfortunately, Rome definitely does, Skopje definitely does, and Yerevan definitely does. They just have water on the street like that.
Well, you could either do what Dom did and buy water.
Boo! Boo!
250
And
cents. Or
bad for the environment as well. Boo! Plastic.
Or you could just do this.
Oh, how was that?
Tastes just like water.
Just like water.
As we had some time to kill before dinner, we headed to the Modern Art Museum, filled with some fascinating pieces. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Some nice pieces. It cost us 500, basically 50 cents. It's worth it for 20-25 minutes of exploring. So if you're in Yerevan and it's raining, or you have an afternoon that you want to spend indoors, go to this place, the Contemporary Art Museum. With hunger setting in, we decided to buy some ingredients to rustle up a delicious meal.
So, I'm sharpening the knife just because it's a hostel, and hostel knives are rarely any good, and this one lives up to those age-old adages. Yeah, that's not the best knife. We are cooking tagliatelle alla bolognese. Please pardon my Italian. We've got some carrots, onion, garlic, celery. We've got a bit of beef here. We've got more beef here. We've got some bacon. We've got some parmigiano, and we're just gonna cook this all up. It's gonna be really tasty, really delicious. I cannot wait to eat it. We also have a bottle of Armenian pomegranate semi-sweet wine.
That is not for cooking. That is
not
for
cooking. It is purely for consumption. I am very much looking forward to drinking this. But it's got a nice little emblem on it. Plastic, I think. But it's going to be really tasty. The whole thing is going to be delicious, and it's going to smell so good. And I cannot wait to get started with this. I guess we're going to have a little time lapse. That's probably what we're going to do.
And a time lapse is exactly what we've done. Cooking your own food can be a great way to save money and help you meet people while you're traveling.
So we have come to the Armenian Genocide Museum and Monument, and we're going to have a look around this and see what it's like. How are you feeling about this?
I'm looking forward to it. It's an important part of Armenian history. You know, it's not a hugely fun activity, but I think if you're in Armenia, it is nice to respect the history, learn about the history in the country. So I think this is an important thing to do. You know, probably is going to be quite somber.
Yeah, I couldn't agree anymore.
Yeah, I think it's an important thing to do.
Yeah, I think
when you are in a country, you should take an interest in what's going on there and the history of it.
Yeah.
This is obviously a big thing in Armenian history. Half the country died in this genocide. Don't know much more about it besides that, but we'll let you know more about it when we find out more.
But obviously when we say genocide, that's what this place is called. It's called the Armenian Genocide Museum, and obviously we know that in Turkey it's not classed as a genocide, and I think there's lots of countries that don't call this genocide, so...
We're just trying to give you what we see.
Yes, exactly. Hey guys, so we just went into the museum and came down to the monument just behind us. Quite a sombering affair, I would say.
Very much so. We've both been together to the S21 prison in Cambodia and the killing fields, and it had a very similar somber atmosphere to it. Obviously, we're just reading from an Armenian point of view, so we don't, know the Turkish side of the story. But it was quite clear that a lot of thousands of people were brought from Armenia because they were largely Christian to Syria, brought into the desert to what effectively probably was one of the first concentration camps.
Yeah.
And they were killed.
Whatever side of the argument you lie on, if you call it genocide or not, it was still horrible what happened, and atrocities.
Whether it was a war, you call it a war or a genocide, the main thing was thousands of people died, and probably thousands of innocent people died, which, you know, happens in war or genocide. So obviously it's a thing very close to Armenian people's hearts.
I hope as a global society we remember this and we make sure
Absolutely.
that it doesn't happen again.
And it is nice where they've positioned this, looking over Yerevan as well. There's something nice about that.
Yeah. But definitely, this is definitely something to see when you come to Armenia. I'd say it's probably one of the more important things to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Obviously, it's a free museum, which, you know, aids in the memory of it all. And
no, it's a very important place to see if you are in Armenia, because it'll give you an insight into well, why modern Armenia is the way it is.
Yeah. Hello again, guys, Tom here. Thank you so much for watching episode 6 of the series, and the first one there in Armenia. As you can tell, there was quite a lot of emotions there. We had some really positive moments running around in the water, playing the table tennis, and then also that really sombering experience at the Genocide Museum. Hopefully we got across to you just how much you can do and see in Yerevan when you are on a shoestring budget. We had a great time there. We've got another episode coming from Yerevan next week. We've got 2 more episodes coming from Armenia, and we cannot wait to share them with you. Personally, my favorite moment was going up the top of the Cascade and looking out over the entire city. It was a stunning view. But what did you like in the video? What did we miss out on? There's some more coming next week, so hopefully we're going to include that then. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, give it a share on your social media so that all your friends and family can see the channel, and hopefully we can just grow that a little bit faster. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, really appreciate it, and stay tuned for next week, Yerevan Part 2. Oh! I almost forgot, there's the notification bell floating around somewhere. I still haven't figured out where it is, but it's there. Click it, it's worth it. Ciao guys.